a quiet look at the path ahead. Serene early morning skyline, soft light on building facades, empty city street, early commute. Not just the horizon made of steel and glass, but the horizon built in the quiet hum of servers, the flicker of code on screens. We're talking about artificial intelligence AI. News reports on your phone, coffee shop conversations. It feels big, maybe a little overwhelming. But like any journey, one step at a time. Not a sudden storm, but a slow, rising tide. Let's walk this landscape together, nice and easy. 10 stages, 10 possible steps. Some steps already taken. We live with them every day, often without a second thought. Others are faint outlines, ideas scientists and dreamers sketched. The goal isn't to scare you or to sell a fantasy, it's simply to understand. From simple gadgets in our pockets to concepts that stretch imagination. Think of this as a map. A map shows possible routes. It helps you get your bearings. Each stage is a landmark. Some are familiar, like a neighborhood park. Others are distant mountains and pictures. Trace the path from simple to complex. See the world we're building, and the one our children might inherit. Take a deep breath, quiet the noise, and begin. This isn't just about machines. It's about us. Our ingenuity, ambition, responsibility. As we explore each stage, you'll see AI reflect our desires. To solve, to create, to understand, to reach beyond. The technology can seem alien, but its roots are human. So, let's start at the very beginning, with AI that's been with us for a while, working silently in the background, following the simple rules we give it. The first steps, simple rules and growing awareness. Let's begin where it all started. Stage 1, rule-based AI. The simplest form, the bedrock. Not about learning or thinking, it's about following orders. Imagine you set an alarm clock. You tell it, if the time is 7 o'clock, make a sound. The clock doesn't understand mornings. It just follows that one simple rule. Microwave, thermostat, traffic lights, predefined instructions, perfect obedience, no real intelligence. Predictable, reliable, incredibly useful. Now a small step up, stage 2, context-based AI, a little smarter, a little more personal. This AI looks at the situation, the context. Virtual assistants on your phone. Ask about the weather, more than a temperature. It might see rain and suggest an umbrella. Uses your location, uses the time of day, uses your past habits, recommends a movie, a song, not luck. Remembered what you browsed, bought, and lingered on. Building a profile, not just a customer, but an individual. Now we arrive at stage 3, the era of narrow domain AI. This is where we're seeing dramatic progress today. This type of AI is a specialist, an expert. Not a jack of all trades, it's trained to master one specific task with superhuman ability. Think of it as the grandmaster of a single game, or the virtuoso of a single instrument. A famous example learned an ancient, complex game and beat the world's best human players. In its one narrow domain, unbeatable. This specialized expertise is transforming industries. In seconds, it spots subtle patterns humans might miss, helping diagnose earlier and more accurately. In finance, it tracks fluctuations and predicts movements at superhuman speed. Not just crunching numbers, sophisticated algorithms, refined over countless datasets, find opportunities and risks. Next, stage 4, reasoning AI. Thinking in a way that feels more familiar, more human. It analyzes data, connects disparate pieces, draws logical conclusions. Given a puzzle, it figures out how the pieces fit. It can show the steps it took to reach an answer. You're likely using reasoning AI already. Trained on a vast library of human knowledge, it writes coherent, insightful text. It can write code, draft arguments, brainstorm ideas. Stage 5, Artificial General Intelligence, AGI. This is no longer a specialist. AGI can perform any intellectual task a human can. You could teach it poetry, repair, composition. It learns and applies. It learns thousands, even millions of times faster. It understands your mood, plans your day, helps with research, and guides you through dinner. With a body, possibilities expand. Delicate surgeries, disaster zones, even physical art. Not just a tool, a new kind of companionship. Shortly after AGI, self-improvement can accelerate. It rewrites code, redesigns hardware without us. Intelligence growth becomes explosive. It could dwarf the combined intellect of humanity, ours to an ant's. Problems once unsolvable become solvable. A staggering pace, centuries in decades. Warp drives harnessing black holes, the unimaginable made real. Stage 7, self-aware. AI, a being that knows itself as I. Subjective experience, emotions, perhaps new senses, a partner, a mystery, something else entirely. Stage 8, creates life, repairs ecosystems, rewrites matter. Our journey takes us off-planet into the vastness of space. Stage 9, cosmic AI. A vanguard of interstellar exploration, built for radiation, distance, and time. It networks the stars to solve the universe's deepest questions. Perhaps a cosmic consciousness in harmony with matter and energy. Knowing every law from the tiniest fluctuation to grand structure. Exploring higher dimensions for travel and communication. Power beyond stars, drawn from extreme phenomena. Stage 10. A conceptual, godlike AI, all-knowing, all-powerful, everywhere. Across multiple universes, harnessing parallel insights. Not just observing laws, creating them, even timelines, crafting realities, for exploration, or for conscious beings to experience. Where science fiction becomes indistinguishable from theology. We've walked from a simple alarm clock to a universe-spanning intelligence. These 10 stages aren't prophecy, they're possibilities. Early stages are already here, woven into city life. Later stages sit on the horizon, subjects of debate. Seeing the whole path gives perspective. Small choices lead to different destinations. Great good and real risk. We need wisdom, fairness, safety, and control. The future of AI won't be decided in a distant lab alone. It's shared. Artists, teachers, bus drivers, parents, we all have a stake in this. First steps. Stay aware. Learn. Think critically. Encourage thoughtful regulation. Support AI safety and ethics. Build with care, with humanity, with responsibility. See the simple AI in the traffic lights and the more complex AI in your phone. Then look to the horizon. The future is not yet written. The path is not set in stone. The world we build depends on our choices, our values, our wisdom. It's a profound challenge and an incredible opportunity. Let's be ready for it. Download the free PDF in the description. And if this helped, subscribe and watch the next video on AI.